Better. It's still Chinese at the top. Tutorial. Management. Wow. That's a very weird game. Is this the loading screen? Oh yeah, it is. This is the loading screen. Oh, that's a really cute character. Hello manager, welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. Starting today, you are responsible for managing the abnormalities we have and ensuring that we meet the daily energy quota. This is a game that wants to be played definitely with mouse and keyboard, so for the first time let's actually set up my new external table, as I like to call it. Nice. Oh, something is up with the cable. What is this beat? Starting today, you are responsible for managing the abnormalities we have and ensuring that we meet the daily energy quota. You can move the camera with the VSDs and convince it. You can also press and hold the secondary mouse button, RMB, and drag the mouse. And zoom the screen in. Yep, just try a simple maneuver. When you hover your mouse over an agent, some information about them will be shown. In the top right corner, selecting an agent, pressing the primary mouse button Alt and B, left mouse button. Well done, the information displayed on the panel on the right is related to the selected agent. Some of this information is vital, such as the statistics and EGO equipment. Please view the section in the manager's manual titled The Agents for more detail about what this information means. The bar at the top list of the screen displays the amount of energy you need to collect to end the day. The top right corner lists what missions you are able to attempt today. Me playing this on a 4K screen is like, everything is so small. Manager education, work completed, 0 out of 3. A company that uses energy with a product called Positive Encaliphin PE, a green box, is released by an abnormality. Abnormality generates PE boxes while it is being worked on. Please click on the containment unit holding an abnormality with the primary mouse button LB. Since you have to unlock any information about this abnormality, you have no way of knowing how to respond to the 4 different work types. In order to learn this information, an agent will need to perform a work with it. For now, please select the first work type available. Instinct work. Oh my god. Instinct work state sheets and abnormalities physiological needs and desires. When an agent conducts instinct work, the fortitude will increase at the end of the day, raising their health points, HP. Now please click one of the agents. Well, Emma! Each work you can request your agents to perform with a abnormality will have a different result. The success rate for each work type will also vary between abnormalities. If your employee is not mentally ready, abnormalities may appear more frightening or disturbing to them. As such, they may receive fear damage when encountering abnormalities, which will lower the sanity points, SP. Employees of a lower grade will take more fear damage from encounters with abnormalities of a higher risk level. Abnormalities release incapability when agents work with them, and we collect this into what we call E-boxes. Depending on how the agent performs during the work process, the abnormalities will either respond positively or negatively. When it reacts positively, it will release positive encapsulating, which produces a green PE box. However, if the abnormality reacts negatively, it will release a negative encapsulating instead and damage the agent. Please keep in mind that when an agent's HP or SP drops completely, the work process will be forcefully terminated and they will die? It seems 0000 likes people. It seems that he wants to follow them. It's very sad. That is definitely one red thing. Oh, so much. 000 is already set that abnormalities mood might change depending on the outcome of the work done with it. The outcome can be predicted based on the amount of PA boxes we obtained during the work process, and not only typically has 3 states of response: good, neutral, and bad. Depending on the outcome, we may use a special ability or attempt to escape. While the work process is completed, the PE boxes are collected. In addition to PE boxes that count toward the daily energy quotes, each abnormality also produces a set of PE boxes unique to them. These PE boxes are stored and shown in the abnormality's unique PE box counter. These can be used to unlock more of an abnormality's information, or to select EG or equipment. After work has been completed with an abnormality, you cannot send another agent to work with it for a short period of time. Until you can work with it again, you can send your agents to work with other abnormalities, or let them heal up in the main room. Whenever the department regenerate gauge fills completely, employees in the main room will be healed. This will restore both their health and sanity. That's a very short time. Whenever the department regenerate gauge fills completely, employees in the main room will be healed. This will resolve blah blah blah. Let's try ordering an agent to work with a new method. First, click on an agent with the primary mouse button. Now we use the secondary mouse button to... Okay, we still don't know much about this abnormality, so please order the agent to perform inside work with it. Inside work is a work to improve living conditions, ensuring containment units are in optimal condition. When an agent performs inside work, the prudence will increase at the end of the day, raising their sanity points. You seem to have collected a sufficient number of this abnormality's PE boxes. Time to learn about observation. Please press the nameplate displayed at the top of the containment unit. At the moment, it displays the subject number instead of the name. After unlocking the abnormality's basic information, the name will be displayed instead. Whoa. Oh wow. This displays the current information we have on the abnormality. As you can see, we still have very little knowledge about it, as most of it is locked away. You will need to spend some of the unique PE boxes we collected from the abnormality to gain specific information. Please try to unlock the basic information. Details and tips concerning the management of the abnormality are displayed here. If there is something the abnormality dislikes, it can result in a decrease of its call of counter and cause problems with the rest of our energy production. Please be sure you unlock and read the abnormality encyclopedias throughoutly. Now, try to unlock this information. Now the abnormality reacts to different work types. How it reacts is displayed here. The greater the preference for a certain work type, the more successful the work process will be. The number of the left indicates the virtual level an agent needs to perform that level of work. Please unlock all of this information here. Continuing on, this area shows the maximum cloud counter of the abnormality. It will also inform you of whether the abnormality is capable of escaping, as well as its damage resistance when it does. Knowing what an abnormality is weak to will be crucial in handling any escape situations. Try to unlock this information now. This is so much to learn. You now have maximized the observation level of this abnormality. When you fully unlock a section of the encyclopedia, the absorption level of the abnormality will increase. This will provide additional benefits when working with the abnormality, such as an increased work speed or success rate. Once the observation reaches a certain, the extraction and production of the EGO equipment from the abnormality will become available at the cost of its unique PE boxes. EGO weapons are powerful tools that can help with the suppression of anomalies. Please extract one now. EGO suits offer increased resistance to certain types of damage. Inversely, some forms of damage may cause greater wounds depending on what EGO suit is in use. Huh. Red, white, black, pale. Well done, manager. Here you can view what EGO gifted abnormality may present to you an agent. If this information is unlocked, each time an agent finishes the work with abnormality, they will have the possibility of receiving the EGO gift displayed here. Please note that the chances of this occurring tend to be rather slim. A hat. Cool. Lastly, let us take a look at the observation records. Please click on the text abnormality story. In this section of the encyclopedia, you can read through the observation records of the abnormality. New lines will be added as your observation level increases. Now then, it seems we have reviewed everything. Please exit the window by clicking on Close. An abnormality in the shape of a training dummy used to train up-and-coming managers. Rumor has it this abnormality was chosen to be used for training as it is the most docile and tame of any that we have extracted. It's called a training dummy rabbit, but it doesn't seem to enjoy carrots. It likes people. If it escapes, it is merely following the employee as they leave its containment unit. That's cute. Now that you have unlocked the basic confession, some of it is displayed at the top of the containment unit. Furthermore, as we have unlocked the list of its favorite works, we now know that the abnormality prefers attachment work. Let's try our ordering agent to perform attachment work. Please click on the abnormality contained unit. There's one last thing I should warn you about. Each time an agent enters the containment unit to work with an abnormality, the cloud meltdown gauge will fill up by 1 tick. When a gauge fills completely, a cloud of meltdown will occur throughout the facility. The number on the right part of the gauge indicates the number of containment units data that will be affected. Affected containment units will receive a meltdown alarm and will have an alert around them. When a cloud of meltdown occurs, the containment unit will have a timer displayed alongside the alarm method. This timer will slowly drop until it reaches 0. However, if the abnormality was already being worked, couldn't even read that in time. The meltdown can be resolved by performing works with the abnormalities whose containment units are affected. If the meltdown is not dismissed within the time limit, a portion of energy that we have collected will be lost. The cloud of the containment unit will immediately drop to 0. Please try to prevent this from happening. You can find more detailed information about this in the work count penalty section of the manager's manual. Each time a cloud of meltdown occurs in the facility, the meltdown level increases. The higher the meltdown level, the more containment units that will undergo the cloud of meltdown. Oh my god, it's too fast. Day 1 workday complete. I don't know what the cloud of meltdown is now. Promoted. Neat. Next tutorial. Running Sephiroth protocol. When a mission is successfully completed, you will be able to conduct a research project. The proposals for department's various research projects are displayed at the start of each day during deployment. To select a research project, click and drag it to open slot at the lower right. Then click proceed to confirm your choice. Please try to do so with this example proposal. Do you recall how you were rated LOB for your skill during management? You can see the total amount of LOB you have gathered what is part of my instruction. I show you how to spend some of your LOB to hire new agents and how to deploy them. Let's begin by hiring some new agents. Try pressing the hire button. Here you can view the information in appearance of your soon-to-be new hire. You can adjust their virtues by clicking on the arrows next to each one. If, for example, you desire to hire an agent with more HP, you could increase their fortitude. Let's try that right now. Oh. If you increase the virtual levels of an agent by higher, then the amount of LOB required will increase as well. The higher the values, the more LOB that will cost. You may need to consider thoroughly how much LOB you are willing to spend on just one agent, as well as how much you will have afterwards before finalizing your decision. Once you have finished adjusting your new agent to how you want them to be, you can press the hire button to finalize the procedure. Please do so now. Fancy! The agent you are customizing has just been hired. How about we take a look at their information again? Please click on the agent. That's how we view the information during management. The information about your agents will be displayed here just the same. If you think your agent could utilize some strengthening in one of the virtues, you can do so by fortifying them. Please click on the Strengthen Employee button. Oh, okay. Now give them some equipment. If you recall, we rejected some EVO equipment. Mabel. Now assign an EGO weapon to your select agent by clicking one of the empty slots. Ow! Continuing on, let us take a look at the list of the EGO suits. Please click on the EGO suit tab. Ah. They can all have that. Okay. Running Sephiroth protocol. I will probably never unsee that. Allow me to explain how a manager should deal with emergency situations. The number displayed here is the Klylov counter. It will decrease if you happen to violate the managerial guidelines shown in the abnormalities encyclopedia or fail to avert a Klylov meltdown in time. So you must bring what happens when the Klylov counter drops to 0. Now, shall we find out? Please select the containment unit. Hmm. When an abnormality's cloud count reaches 0, they will either escape or use a special ability. Such things can lead to rather inconvenient situations. This particular abnormality happens to escape. Our agents cannot work with it while it is escaping, so we need to suppress it. Please skip on the escaped abnormality. Attack type, Red. Abnormalities can inflict 4 different damage types. Red, which decreases health. White, which increases sanity. Black, which increases both HP and ASP. And Pale, which increases health by a percentage based on the target's maximum HP. Agents equipped with EGU can also utilize one of these 4 damage types. They also have a defense. The abnormality deals red damage and is weak to white damage. How convenient that our agents are all equipped with EGUs which resist red and EGU weapons that deal white damage. One other thing, if an agent is using an EGA weapon whose grade is higher than the abnormality's risk level, e.g. Zayan, Tef is higher than Zayan, oh boy. They will deal more damage to the abnormality and take less damage as well. In our current situation, the EGO's grade and abnormalities are the same. Tef. So this does not apply. When the suppression UI is on display, you can take note of what EGO agent has been equipped with before sending it into combat. Hovering your mouse over an agent will also follow you to check up on their defense. Now, please click on an agent to begin suppressing our escaped abnormality. Coming face to face with an abnormality, especially so when it is on the loose, can be quite shocking and frightening for your employees. Just like when an agent enters a containment unit, they may receive fear damage. If the risk level of the abnormality is high while the agent's level is low, it will cause a heavier strain on their mind and lower a large portion of their SP. It appears that this abnormality is a bit too strong for just one agent to suppress. This is a good time to remind you that if an agent dies, the EGO they were assigned will be lost as well. Now let's order the rest of the employees to help. Wait, why can't I just press... Oh, okay. Well, that's not it. I don't... What? Why is it... Why can't I just press here, like I did for the other agent? There we go. You have done well handling the situation. Let's move our employees back to the main room to the apartment. Please select them all by clicking and dragging. Someone got crazy. I have to like decrease the resolution. This game was not meant for a 4K screen. Agents can recover from the panic with their SP straight completely to hormones, and SP can respond with white or black EGO weapons. Immediately all the current agents are equipped with EGO that deal white damage. Please select all available to suppress the panic employee. Huh. Oh my god, this game is gonna be tricky. Alright, sure, let's try the first day. Or actually, let's try restarting the game. See if the resolution is then different. That didn't. Huh. Fine. Let's do it like this. Zero, 0303. It feeds on the evil that seeps out during conversation between people. Hello, X. I give you a warm welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. Hello. I am Angela, your advisor and secretary. My role as an AI is to assist you in adjusting to your new workplace, so please have no worry in speaking with me or asking any questions. We got free games with free AIs. I honestly quite like my name. How do you feel about yours? I was born from one of the wings of the world. It signifies that I am one of the best to exist in this age. I know what you must be thinking. Your eyes show that you think I look too human to be an AI. Am I wrong? However, there is great difference between us. I am bound here. I cannot go wherever I please like you do. I may be able to operate the systems of this corporation, to open a door, prepare a cup of coffee for you, but I cannot take a step outside of this building to bask in the sunlight or feel the gentle breeze. Now, in regards to my appearance, as you can see, the color of my hair is that of the morning sky after a light shower. The tone and shape of my voice is taken from the wisest person in the world. Lastly, my face is picturesque of the person who had the most beautiful smile. Don't worry, that was a joke. There can be no such person on this earth. My appearance was designed with attractiveness to the largest number of people possible in mind. If the way I look is pleasing to your eye, then I am working as a tenant. Moving on, artificial intelligence is much more efficient in comparison to humans in terms of multitasking. I am the best in majority of work fields. Great. I'm able to handle the work of several dozen people at once. Where's the cable? I'm certain many people have lost their jobs because of me. It's such a shame. Well, enough with introductions. I really need a new cable for my microphone, don't I? Could you inform me about the company? That is not a bad thing to ask about. Let me put it this way. Your world is constantly growing, and the demand for energy is exponentially increasing as technology advances. All conventional energy sources combined could not sustain the world further. In search of a solution, we happened to stumble upon mysterious beings whom we dubbed abnormalities. Abnormality. Then we figured out that energy could be harvested from these abnormalities via a special method. Happiness, to isolate them in a controlled environment and then to harvest energy from them. Our corporation became one of the wings of the world for this discovery that benefits humanity in two ways. Once you are fully placed into the role as the manager, you will be able to access all current information on the abnormalities from the encyclopedia. It is very important that you know and understand these beings well to be successful in your position. For now, the encyclopedia's pages lay blank, but it will be filled out little by little. Don't concern yourself too much with it. It is the task of your subordinates to pen it. You have joined the company at an opportune moment, by the way. Lobotomy Corporation is always looking for ways to improve its harvesting processes. Our systems are continually updated to support this. Speaking of which, there was a new update to the system right before you arrived. That means the working conditions have been improved upon compared to those of your predecessors. Think of it as a small welcoming gift. Best of luck for us. I was just about to mention you. You don't understand the concept of patience, do you? Oh, pardon my manners, manager. I was talking to one of the other AIs that work here. I should introduce her to you. Our facility is a huge one, and even I will have trouble managing it on my own. So someone determined there should be an AI to assume head control of each department. Oh, so someone determined that there should be an AI. There we go. If I were to be considered a cerebrum, they will be the cerebellum. Naturally, of course, I shall be your most trustworthy and capable companion among all the AIs. Well, then shall we greet her now? It's gonna be looking the same, but a different color. You can hear rushed footsteps from behind. Manager! I arrived just in time, right? The time is only about 1 minute late. Well, I guess I still count as on time. Congratulations on joining Lobotomy Corporation, manager. I do not want to disturb this touching moment, Malcolm, but every second counts on Lobotomy Corp. Please make your introduction as brief as possible and go prepare for the meeting. Seems Miss Angela isn't in a good mood today. But hey, at least the other Sephiroth are looking forward to meeting you. Well, maybe not all of them. Over MMS, my name is Malcolm. I'm in charge of the control team. Oh, that is Sephiroth in the background. Since we're the control team, we have a great deal of responsibility. I try my best to help you by improving the basic functions of this facility. Manager, I'm sure you are a bit nervous right now. It takes a bit of time to get used to things around here. I know from experience. Don't worry, I'll be sure to help you. I am not exactly the best at everything. I used to be a problem Sephora, you know? So the female Sephiroths are called Sephora. I would sew buttons onto a shirt in the wrong direction, or add salt instead of sugar to food. But still, you can do it, just like I managed to. I'm sure you will succeed, manager. I'll give you an easy test since it's your first day here. I wish you the best of luck. I can't take it anymore, manager. You're in there, right? I have to get out of here, please. I know you're capable of it. You're the manager. You're not the same as the rest of us. You can do anything. Why do you want to quit? Did you like working here in the control team? Every day here is a delight for me. It's so horrible. I can't take it anymore. I'll go insane. Nothing here is normal. Do you really think you can handle it? Please, I don't want to be here. Let me out of here, please. Manager, even though you're the head of this facility, that employee belongs to my department, so I believe I can take care of this. Let me handle this, please. Then please keep this in mind, manager. Once they say they can't handle it, they are no longer part of my control team. The control team is on the top of all the Sephiroth, just like the central nervous system of a human being. If you go down, it's only a matter of time until everyone else goes down too. At first it was hard for me to get used to as well, but I worked really, really hard. So please don't say something as meaningless as you can't handle it. Manager, please make sure to remember that your primary goal is harvesting energy from the abnormalities. In order to harvest energy, you need to work on them. It is the most basic yet important task that we have here, the corporation. Please don't let me down. I know you can do it.
Wow.
Hello, manager. Each day you will need to expand one department. Are you ready to open up the control department and begin managing abnormalities? Something tells me some of these AI will become abnormalities themselves. Like that's gonna be the big plot twist at the end or something. How much LOB do I have? 1. I have 2. London, John. Evgeny. That's the manual, right? Oh, wow. Well, let's start with instinct and see how this goes. Lana has been terrified of entering the containment unit. Free floats gently in air, moving sluggishly. Lana witnesses a submality of free and reverse it. As Lana walks proceeded, free did not respond at all. Only those who deceive themselves can live truly happy life. Ignorance is bliss. Ooh, that did not went well. Instinct is not good. Well, John, I want you to do the inside job. Just don't lose your head and keep calm. Awaits humanity's sin. Free has no eyes. It recognizes the presence of John in the room. Free did not respond at all. It is not possible to just once forgive an act of evil, as long as the intentions behind it were pure. There's a stark difference between a container being half full or half empty. Alright, that went better. Avian, you do the attachment work. One sin and hundreds of gods of good deeds. Zion. One sin and hundreds of good deeds will restore the employee's mental state when the work result is good. Maximum. Oh, it is good. Maximum, who received this benediction, commended that it felt refreshing. Neato. After the maximum amount of boxes was produced with one sin and 100 of good deeds, it restored the mental health of every employee in the department. Aha. It liked the attachment fork the most. This is a recording of the day we must never forget. Somewhere in the distance you can hear seagulls. However, the curse continues internally, never broken. Face the fear, build the future. It is the motto of a founder, the one who we refer to as A. Tell me, if you had to choose one, what part of the motto do you prefer? Build the future. The future is inventable, but ever undecided. One may simply lie atop the sand of the future, or they may shape it with purpose. Lobotomy Corporation is an innovative company. The harvesting technologies we have discovered are such a... Please excuse my lack of vocabulary. It's simply remarkable. These technologies could be the salvation of mankind. With these we will mold the future, creating brand new paths. There was a bit of confusion last time, wasn't there? Usually I am in charge of the security of your office. However, it seems that I failed to pay close enough attention to the Sephira meeting room. I heard that a control team employee has resigned from the corporation. Good job. You do know what it means to resign here in the company, don't you? I'll take that as a no. I do sometimes miscalculate what information I should deliver to you and what I shouldn't. Some aspects of a company that I considered natural and obvious may come as quite a shock to you. We have a variety of roles here. It's like a well-structured play. Every actor has a role and they must be faithful to the part without any error, synergizing with each other. Now imagine that one of the actors decides to leave the stage because they didn't like their role. The actors should have played their predetermined part at the predetermined timing before making their exit stage left. But to leave the stage without fulfilling the part means that the life of the role and its actor are finished. That is what we mean when we say someone resigns. Great job, manager. You did exactly what I asked of you. I knew you could do it, so they killed him. You never guessed how much I rooted for you back there. As for me, the day went alright. We covered a joint emergency protocol drill for my team. Not a single dropout or injury. Everyone did a good job. Not to say that it was perfect though. By the way, manager, have you seen something creepier than the abnormalities? Those entities that wander the facility, unable to be contained, and sometimes they manifest themselves in the corridors. The drills do no good when you encounter them, since we don't have enough data on them, so we always have to stay alert. No matter how meticulous our plan is, we can't control the unknown. Sometimes when I encounter them, I get a strange feeling. It's not like fear or anything, some other sensation. Strange, isn't it? I feel nauseous, like something within me is palpitating out of control, and it feels like I'm no longer myself. I can't describe it, like something's wriggling inside of me, little by little. She's gonna become one of the abnormalities, for fucking sure. How do I? Ah, okay. Quit game.